Hello everyone, welcome to Caroline's Craftery. Today, you guessed it, we're on week 35 of the CCT 52 challenge. And if you've been playing along, wonderful, and I would love to see what you made. Remember to enter your pictures over on Facebook page, because then I can put you in for the draw to win a free kit. So no rules, just guidelines, and use up stuff from your stash. So let's see what we're going to make. 5, we need to do an embellishment. So that means a tab, dangle, paper clip, etc. Whatever you feel an embellishment is, that's what we make. And we need 4 prompts. So the prompts are getting down there in numbers. I think we're going to have enough for the rest of the weeks. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we need to make. Something square. Something that flies. Interesting. An insect. Okay, well that goes with something that flies. And hearts. Okay, so we need to do some kind of embellishment, tab, dangle, paper clip, something along those lines. And remember, that's going to mean something different to everybody. So you do what it means for you. And something square, something that flies, hearts, and insects. Or insect. Whether you want to do it plural or not, that's your choice. Let me go and find these things, and then I'll come back and we will see what I'm going to make. Right now, I don't have much going on in my head on what I can do, but we will come up with something. Okay, I am back with my goodies. Something square. I'm using this. I looked in my little, used to have it in a jar, but I now put it in this. These are just odds and ends that are on my desk that I kind of go to first. I want to keep them used up. So I go in there first. So this was in there. Whoops. So I'm using that for my something square. This was also in there, so I'm going to use it. Not that that is one of the prompts, and that as well. I've got a whole bunch of little hearts. Something that flies and my insects are going to be the same. I've got a whole bunch of little dragonflies here that I'm going to use. I got my number, something square, so that takes care of my 4 prompts. Let's get started. Now for my embellishment, I am going to make like a banner type embellishment for the top of my page. And we're going to just kind of put it straight. Yeah, let's just put it straight on my page. All right, glitter glue is out there ready. Let's start by gluing down this. This was just a odd piece of paper that was in my big envelope of things that I've used before in this journal. So like if I pulled out a page and took a chunk off of it, I left the rest of that page in my big envelope that all my 52 challenges are in. And that way I could use it throughout the journal and maybe make things a little bit matchy. Now this, I made these long time ago. These were some odds and ends, and that is going to go right on the top. Let's put that down too. So all of this stuff was kind of already ready or in my junk box or things like that. So there is that. Now this, I was going to put this sticking up. So let's kind of cut it in half this way. Because then maybe I can put half here, and then I can put half down here. Kind of want where it's cut to be hidden. Okay, so let's put them together, kind of together. Let's put this one on the top. I'm not going to glue the very top because it does stick over the top of the page a tiny little bit. I did this so then that way this cardboard or little stamp type thing wasn't going over this lace. So there's that. And then let's put this one down on the bottom in the same fashion. This is just to give it a little extra. We can make it a little bit off. There we go. So I'm going to use up a lot of scraps on this one. The only thing I cut out was the hearts out of a paper again that I had from doing projects in this 52 challenge. I had this little piece of blue tulle, so that's going to go under there. And then that's just kind of going to go over top of that piece there. So let's put a bit of glue down to hold the tulle down. Just put that down. Doesn't matter to me if it's straight. Now we need to glue this down. Cloth is always a little harder to glue. Not that it takes more to glue it, but or better glue to hold it. It's just a little harder to get the glue onto it, that's all. Let's just run some glue, put a bunch of dots all over it. And let's put that on top. I don't care if it's straight, even, crooked, doesn't matter. Let's get that all glued down nice. Just wanna, that should hold it just fine. Now with this, I am doing a little piece of folded ribbon or folded paper, and I inked around it. I like to ink the little lines on mine, so I'm going to put a bit of glue on this to kind of hold it together while I'm doing other things to it. Quite often I will stitch on these. Because I'm gluing it straight down, I probably don't need to do this, but got her almost done anyways. But this is normally how I do my folded paper ribbons. And then at this point it's ready to go. And quite often I will actually stitch, hand stitch down the center of them. I'm not going to do that with this one. And now I'm just going to glue this down. And I'm just going to put this on the bottom because then it kind of matches. And then a person's going to have all this for writing. And I thought I'm going to put my numbers on here. So let's take the 3 and put it right there. And do my 5, being that we're on 35. Still have not gone back and numbered all my rest, but I will. It'll get done. And let's put the 5 on that one. So there's my numbers. Now I got a couple of pink dragonflies, as well as other colors. Let's put the first one up here somewhere. Should add tweezers to put these down. They would be easier to hang on to. Let's put the first one way up here. I'm going to dig out my tweezers. These ones here, I really like these ones. These ones are from close to my heart, actually. And I really, really like them. They've got a really fine tip on them. Okay, now let's, with the hearts, I just thought I'm going to kind of put them down the page just to kind of make it look like they're like falling or something. Much easier using tweezers for something like this. And let's just use some scraps of paper that I had. It's actually a cardstock that I use somewhere else in the journal. Not really putting them down in any special way, just putting them down, kind of making them look like they're falling. I hope that's what they look like. I hope you're enjoying this challenge. I have to come up with an idea for 2025. Let's put a couple hearts kind of down here. I enjoy doing something like this every year. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do for 2025 yet. If you have any ideas, feel free to put them in any of my videos. Or send me a message on Facebook, post it in the Facebook group, anything like that. There, so now it kind of looks like they're falling over here, but I got 2 more. I might as well add them to there. Otherwise, I'm just going to have them left over. And we don't want leftover pieces. Trying to use stuff up. And that's quite often, and I'm sure it happens to you too, but I am working on a project and then I end up with, like 1 extra heart or 1 extra something, and then what happens is I just put it somewhere, and then that's how we end up with so many scraps. Now I thought I'm going to add a few extra dragonflies, and I'm kind of going to do the same thing. They are just going to kind of blend in with all the rest. And they're kind of flying down with the hearts. And again, these were already cut out from other projects. And this is exactly what I mean by ending up with a whole bunch of like little extra things. So it's just as easy to get them used up, add an extra one to design or whatever. It's nice to have leftover goodies though. I will say that. Let's put this guy up over here. So the idea is just spreading them all over the place. And so far, I'm kind of liking this page. So it's kind of more of a page cover than, let's put this one right on top of the fabric. I thought the few pink ones kind of went with the pink on the lace. We got one more. And I'm sure we can fit him somewhere. I'm thinking he's gonna go up here too. Let's put him kind of right there. Hold him down for just a second. Let me put the pin in my glue. Because we are done. I think that's kind of cute. We have something square. We have lots of hearts. Our insects. Are dragonflies insects? I'm not really sure. But in this case, they are insects. Something that flies or is also our dragonflies. I think that's a cute little page. You got room to write here and make little notes around the hearts, etc. I like that, actually. I think that's kind of cute. So let's bring in our book. And it doesn't matter where it goes because nothing's really in order. But as I say, I will go eventually and number all my past projects. I've been numbering them for quite a while, actually. But there's probably maybe half that aren't done. So that's going to go right there. So there we have week 35. I really like having the numbers on there. This one was week 26. Because then I can just look and say, oh, that was that week, that was that week. And it's kind of nice. So thank you, Brenda, for that idea of the numbering them. Brenda started that and I kind of liked it, so I got it from her. But there we are, week 35, done, did, and finished. Check out the links below. We'll see you next Sunday. Bye for now.